Yo, 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 yo. We are
Yes,
here.
sir.
We are here, Dre. What's going on, my guy?
Glad to be back on WWG Wrestling with Greatness. Let's get it.
You already know, man. And this is episode 10. Beast. Beast. You know what I mean? This show action packed. Some time went by. We saw PLE. We saw some moments in Raw and SmackDown. You know, uh, out of everything that went down, we're gonna break down a few things that happened, and we may talk about more things, man. You see the title. We're not gonna even start with the title. We're gonna wait. The title is Could Cody Rhodes be a better heel than Babyface in WWE? We're gonna talk about that a little later in the show, though, Dre. You feel me?
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
talk about that a little later, man.
I can't wait to get into that. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah. We're gonna start it off. This is probably like the oldest news out of everything. It's Ricochet, his contract.
Yeah.
This contract is scheduled to be up in July, right? Sometime in July.
Right. The end of next month. Right before SummerSlam.
Before SummerSlam?
Yeah, right before SummerSlam conveniently.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean, shoot, they don't want him to get any type of sauce, from there and take it to another company, but he would have to do the 90 day sit out 90 days anyway. Yeah,
that's right.
But it's crazy thinking about it because you know how they wrote him off, right?
Yeah,
because I did this because I honestly think that's not the last time we're gonna see him before his contract up.
Yeah,
because it's gonna be some point where Samantha comes back, and I know they're not a package deal. I hope they're not a package deal.
Samantha.
It just makes sense to have Ricochet. I don't know, man. I don't know. Before I even start thinking, what are you thinking right now as far as Ricochet future? Does he sign back with the WWE, or he moves on?
Well, here's hoping.
Report that he told them that he's leaving.
Yeah. Well, this is my 2 cents on that. Now, in the next month or so, here's hoping Ricochet changes his mind, because I think that he's got a lot more to offer WWE. I think he's got a lot more to tank. There's a lot more that they could and should do with him, even if it is just to put other stars over. Now, I hope that Ricochet does not fall into the same categories as so many other wrestlers that WWE has fumbled that they could have done so much more with, from Shelton Benjamin to RVD to Ryback. I'll get into Ryback in another show. But WWE's fumbled so much talent, and only because they didn't know how to book them right. But a lot of people's main complaint with Ricochet is, well, he has no presence outside the ring. He's boring on the mic, yada yada yada. But y'all let me know, when was the last time y'all saw Ricochet deliver anything other than a 5-star match? I'll wait. Exactly. You can't think of one. Ricochet always puts on.
Yeah, he puts on, but I don't think he's been bad lately. As far as like showing personality, I don't think he's been bad recently. And I thought this was a good thing going on here with him, the triangle between him, Dragon off, and Braun Breaker. Now, we're gonna talk about Braun a little bit later, because what I seen on Monday night, I'm like, yo, son, we got ourselves a killer, like since Brock Lesnar, like early Brock. Like, yo, this is the guy. Like, yo, it's a problem. It's a problem. We're gonna get we are. But with Ricochet, his involvement, him getting like one last win or whatever, or getting a win, I think just the way he went out, I'm like, yo, that's not a way to write him off forever. You know what I mean? Like, because what's the injuries?
Exactly.
We didn't get the injuries. We just say, yo, he's going to be out for the foreseeable future. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Ricochet will come back. I think he will come back. And you said you think so, or he's out of it?
I hope so. WWE, don't fumble Ricochet. You got a good thing here. Don't fumble it.
Yeah, don't fumble the ball, man. He's nice. I've seen some of his work outside of WWE.
That's
and I'm
Prince
like,
Puma.
oh man, I'm like, he might have to leave. I think he's gonna stay because it's safe for him to stay. You know, but you know, some of these wrestlers, man, they got that John Moxley mindset. You know, like ECW mindset. You know, granted, it may not be crazy with the stuff for Ricochet, but it's like the moves he does. It's like, yeah, one slip, it might be over, you know. But it's good to watch. It's good to watch. But I think it's safe. And it's like, yo, your shorty's there. And you're not about to take her with you. Nah, WWE is gonna overpay to keep Samantha's. They have a camera. They have a Samantha cam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Samantha's easy, of course. You know why? Samantha's easy on the eyes. I follow her on Instagram. Oh yeah, and I gotta call out a few fair weather fans. I don't know why the hell y'all fans on Twitter and Instagram be hating on Samantha. I have no idea why. Oh my god, she gets too much attention. Like, dude, one, she's damn good at her job. Number two, you know, she's easy on the eyes. I ain't even gonna front about that. But yeah, to hate on the girl who has a passion for the business, that's just ridiculous. She overreacts. Yeah, what the hell do you think wrestling is? Wrestling is overacting. It's the point. That's the point. It's for it to be over the top. For you to be, oh my God, grabbing your head, wondering what's going to happen next. That's how it's supposed to be. It's called relaying of emotions. If somebody can bring that emotion out of you, that wrestling does, and that's how you know you have a passion for it. I can talk about this all day, but I'm not going to. But yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Like the words of Booker T, man. Oh yeah, man. You know, yeah. Yeah, talk that, man. Talk that. And as far as Samantha goes, you know, like her excitement, she's a wrestling fan.
Exactly.
Right? She doesn't get the script. She doesn't get the script. So, and she got a personal relationship, not with just Ricochet, but with a lot of the performers.
Yeah, so her reactions are raw. She has raw reactions.
Yeah. It's like you seeing your homies, like, I don't know, man. I'm going to try to make this one work. It's like you seeing your homies ball or whatever. You on the sideline, you seeing your homies ball, and they balling against, you feel me, like some NBA players, and they putting in work. You going to over-exaggerate. Because like, yo, my homie getting off on the NBA player. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know, something like that.
And that is the number one professional wrestling term, selling. You got to sell it. Because if you're sitting there watching wrestling with no facial expression, you're not going to care, and the audience ain't going to care. You got to sell it. So that's the point.
Right. Heck yeah, man. But, you know, Ricochet, don't let it... If it's over, yo, it's all good, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. They did fumble you. I ain't gonna hold you. When you first came, I thought he did win a championship or two. Yeah. Speed champ, and he was IC champ. Wasn't he IC champ for a little bit?
And United States champion.
And he got his.
Yeah, and one more thing before I forget. A lot of people say that he can. The thing is, this excuse has been used numerous times before with a whole bunch of cruiserweights. Oh, he can't be the top guy because he's too small, because he's not 6'5", 260 pounds, all muscle. It's a new day. It's a new age. You don't have to be that. Like Vince McMahon is not in charge anymore. You don't have to have that stereotype for you to be the guy. Look at AJ Styles. AJ Styles isn't that much bigger than him. And look at him. Look at all the moves that he's able to pull off. Now, lately, AJ Styles has kind of switched his moveset a little bit for more high-flying and technical because AJ Styles is 44 years old. He might not be able to do that high-flying stuff anymore. At least not to
44. Yeah. I think he's 47. I'm about to check.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it out there. Because AJ Styles, to be his age, he been cooking, man.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, he's 47, man. Yeah.
But yeah. So AJ Styles, you know, he can't do all the high-flying stuff he used to do in his 20s and 30s. So he's got to change up his moveset so he can last a little bit longer. But regardless, to say somebody can't be, this is the point. To say somebody can't be the top guy because of their size is just ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, yo. Because it's all about, especially in WWE, like that ship is sailed. It's like, it's all about you connecting with the audience. You connect with the audience. And look, we even seen people that connect with the audience that WWE don't know what to do with them. Like
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight still don't got a championship. Granted, we feel like he's gonna get it at SummerSlam or earlier, Money in the Bank. I don't know when him and Logan going down, but he may win it then, right? But it's like he kind of should have won a championship last year.
Oh yeah.
You know, not the big one, not the one that Roman was holding. You know what I mean? No, not that one. But if he would have had like the IC, if he was the one to end Gunther's streak, it would have been just as crazy as Sammy's.
Yeah.
You know, granted, he's on SmackDown, so it would end up being whoever the US champion was. Was it still Logan Paul? He had it for a minute, didn't he?
Yeah, still Logan Paul. Yeah.
Yeah. Around WrestleMania. Well, last year. Who was it last year? I don't think he didn't have it anymore.
Rey Mysterio last year because he beat Rey Mysterio for the. Yeah, I think he beat Rey Mysterio for the title.
Yeah. And Rey Mysterio beat somebody else. Who ran? Because his reign didn't seem that. His reign was type long.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just a bad time with LA Knight, man. Yeah. Because I was about to say they fumbled the ball with him, but it's like, damn, you can't have him beat Rey Mysterio for the belt. Like, man, like Rey Mysterio is an automatic heel magnet. Like, as far as like, if you want to become a heel, attack Rey Mysterio. You will get over as a heel. You will get that.
You will generate so much heat, man.
Yeah. All right, man. That's the Ricochet situation. You feel me? We're gonna move on, man. Our top girls, man. Our top women. Our top women, man. They lost at Clash at the Castle. Unexpected, man. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill lost the women tag team titles, man, to Ira Dawn and Alba Fire and something Dawn.
Two newbies. Yeah. Now that's a very interesting choice to give it to two new upstarts. Yeah, but for them to give it to two new upstarts, girls who are fairly new, that's a very interesting choice because that title, those tag team titles, instantly bumps them up. Now we're going to be seeing, okay, what are they going to do with these tag team titles, or are they going to be basically just a flash in the pan? But as far as my thoughts on Jade and Bianca losing the titles, I don't think it was the right move that soon because, of course, Triple H is you still got to let that Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill feud cook for a little bit. But I think this might be the beginning of the end of it. I just think it's just a little bit too soon for them to lose the title. It ain't even been 3 months. You're supposed to reign's supposed to at least last 3 months in my eyes. But we'll see where they go from here. Do I like the title loss? Sort of, kind of. But I just think it was a little bit too soon. But the thing is, I don't mind Alba Fire, getting the tag team titles.
I was shocked when they lost. I was like, when they lost, you know what I mean? But after a day, because later on I found out that listen, let me get her name because I know her last name is Dawn. I don't know if it's Ira Dawn, Iris Dawn, or something like that. But yeah, when they won, they in their home country and whatnot. But knowing that Dawn lost her mother, it's like, oh dang, it's crazy the timing. I know that's not the reason why they got the chip. You know, it's a little crazy to put the chip on them, and you gotta handle this situation. It was just timing. That's the way it aligned. But them winning it, for some reason, it makes me focus more on tag team wrestling for the women, right?
Yeah.
Because you had Bianca and Jade, they were doing their tag team moves, but you still seen them as two individuals being in the team. Now having Ilya Dawn, I'm going to say Ilya. I'm gonna figure it out, We'll figure it out at some point. Definitely before the episode's over. But even though those two wasn't always tag team, you know, they became tag team like early enough, right? Bianca was established already as a superhero. You feel me? Jade already established as a superstar, you know, at the highest order, you know. So you put them together, that wasn't even supposed to last long. I didn't even think they was gonna win the check. But them winning the check, so okay, we have to let them, they have to lose the title, but they can't lose the title, you know. So them having this opportunity where they lost the title, but it wasn't either Bianca or Jade to take the pinfall, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
And also they acknowledge tag team wrestling when they have the triple threat tag team matches. They're starting to like, it's kind of like basic rule now that
Isla Dawn is
Isla Dawn. All right, where salute, man. Condolences, man. You know what I mean? I definitely know the pain you went through, yo. You know, so condolences to your family. Yeah. So like, yeah, breaking them off. Now you can start getting them in the competitions. And also you can also, granted, they're just starting it out with Kalani Jordan having the mid-card title for the women in NXT. But you can possibly put Jade, even though she's a main, I feel like the mid-card titles, you can soup them up as like an IC title. You can soup it up as, you know, US title, depending on who the person is. Honestly, to me, Roman Reigns, I think, broke the title thing. And Seth Rollins broke the title thing, right? Because before Roman got it, everyone hated the Universal Championship since its exception, right? When Mick Foley went out there and got booed for unveiling that red trash, you know, to where it is, you know, where it is today. What Roman was able to do with those belts, well, with that belt, the other belt was all right, man. Roman just take that too, but what he was able to do with that belt, it made it seem like, yo, you know what? It's not about the actual title. It's about the person holding the title and what's the name of the title they're holding, right? We only call it the big dog title because that's the first title that all the big dogs won, right?
Exactly.
But if you think about it, Gunther's reign, if you want to compare that to Seth's reign, you can make an argument that Gunther's reign, granted it was like dominant, you can kind of say his matches was better than Seth's. And that's not saying Seth's matches was bad. That's just saying like, yo, Gunther didn't have a bad match at all. At all. Seth didn't have a bad match at all. I just think it was like 10-9 with Seth and Gunther in their matches. 10-9. You know, it wasn't like someone was pulling away. But you can say like that was the title. Seth and what Seth did with the title, on Raw. It was the laughed at title. You feel me? Because Roman said what he said. But what Seth do? Defend that thing every chance he get. Work hard and yell. And when Seth Rollins, when he get in that mode, when he yelling like, when he get in that mode, it's like, yeah, all right, bet. You know, we about to get a banger, yo. But I say all that to say, man, you can put one of those titles on one of those mid titles on Jade. Bianca, is about time for her to get her name back into the title picture, the top title, you know. So you can get one of them a title. Now, let's say they don't create a title. Give Bianca the title, man. She ain't having it in a minute.
All right, now I got an interesting question. I got an interesting question for you, and I want you to think real careful before you answer this one. Now, once the Jade and Bianca feud kicks off, because it's inevitable, who should be the face and who should be the heel?
Oh man, I think it will be easier for them to make Jade the heel just because she's newer. So her flipping is like, all right, we can turn her back and have her be like, Bianca, like 1A, 1B. They're on the same level. They just, whatever. But turning Bianca heel, it's like using the word life changing. You know what I mean? It's like using the word life changing because if Bianca turns heel, now it's like almost a Roman situation. She's going to have the women's division like this. No one's going to care about Rhea Ripley like that. Well, let me not do that.
Yeah.
Rhea won't be the top woman that everyone points to. It will be Bianca, and it will be like Roman and Seth. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, Seth, let me say Roman and Cody. Nah, let me not do that. Because a lot of people's eyes, Cody was equal to Roman, right?
Yeah.
Seth and Roman. Because Seth is up there, but you can say he's under Roman a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll have Jay go heel. That'll be the safe way to go. The other way around is just, we entering a new stratosphere if Bianca is the one to go heel.
Oh, yeah. Now, I will agree with you on that. Jay turning on Bianca, that makes the most sense. It does make sense. But if you want to throw a little bit of a curveball, because Bianca has what I like to call the John Cena effect. Oh, she's Superman, or she's Superwoman. She wins all her matches. She's a face. She's marketable to the kids, yada, yada, yada. And I don't know if WWE would want to be that bold to turn Jade heel, turn Bianca heel, because they make too much money off of her as a face. That's the thing right there. Because to go a complete 180, and also, here's the thing. You also have to do it the right way. It can't just be a sudden heel turn. You got to build it and build it and build it over weeks and maybe a couple of months. And then boom, you have to see it. You have to see the heel turn coming. It can't just be a spur of the moment kind of thing. But yeah, that would be a bold chess move for WWE to turn Bianca heel. Because you can easily screw it up. It has to be done the right way. But that's my 2 cents.
Forget it. Let's not do it the safe way, man. Turn Bianca heel, man. Let's change the landscape of the women's division, man. Let's do that. It's time, man. I like
exactly.
That, man. I like that. Y'all let us know whenever y'all watch this in the comments how y'all feel about that. Who should be heel first? Next. It happened, and I kind of like the outcome. Hindsight, I like the outcome because of what we got. But let's go back, to the pay-per-view. PLA, excuse me. Damien Priest beating Drew McIntyre in his home country with the help of CM Punk. Now, let me just give props to the cameraman.
Yes.
The camera people, whatever. Like, that shot of CM Punk first running to the ring, you couldn't really see who that was running. But you see the light. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Right? The slide in, you knew it was him if you know what he'd be wearing, and how he got his hair right now. But it's like, it gave you, even though you knew it was him, it gave you like 2 seconds or maybe however long it took. Like, you need confirmation. Is that really him? And then they turned to the other camera. Like, that was Kevin Dunn. He could never, man. But yeah, all right. The question: did they make the right call putting Damien Priest over Drew?
I think so, especially with the way they did it, because it still sets up the CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre feud I'm going to get when CM Punk is medically cleared. Because CM Punk vowed after that Royal injury, he said, "Win or lose, I'm going to make your life a living hell." And that is exactly what he's doing. He's making Drew's life a living hell. You know, he cost him the title. You know, he cost him the title. You know, he's been cutting all these promos. He's been doing anything and everything he can to get under Drew McIntyre's skin. And as you can see, it's been working because Drew McIntyre hasn't been himself. He's kept it. The thing is, what CM Punk has been doing has caused Drew to take his eyes off the prize. And that's the thing that I like about it, is that, you know, you can see these two, they have so much chemistry together. And a lot of people are like, well, in this feud, who's going to be the face and who's going to be the heel? I tell you, this feud cooks so much, it doesn't even matter. I don't even give a damn who's the face and who's the heel between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. I just know that these boys are going to cook. Let these boys cook. Because it's going to be, the thing is, are you not entertained? And that's the thing, I'm going to be entertained early. Anyway, before I hand it off to you, what is that?
Man, I think right now, I think Drew was going to continue to be the heel. I think that was just a one-off. CM Punk getting booed, it's because they was in Scotland. You know what I mean? And even there, it was some CM Punk chants there, just a little bit, but it was there. You know, putting Damien over on Drew McIntyre, I like it because now Drew McIntyre doesn't need the title to have like a mania match or a big significant match. Now him and CM Punk don't have to be about the title at all.
It's personal.
So now we can put that to the side. Yeah. Exactly. Damien Priest now. Damien Priest and Seth. I like that. I think we're going to get a trilogy of that. Or maybe two matches. Damien's winning this first match.
For sure.
I think he's winning this first match.
Now, here's what I have to say about Damien's title reign. Because a lot of people think that he's just going to be a transitional champion. He's going to hold the title for a few months and then afterwards never hold it again. I don't see it that way. As a matter of fact, I hope not. But I would have to say, if he were to lose that title to anybody, I think it would be Gunther.
Yeah. And that's SummerSlam. I think he's going to hold it all the way up until then. You know, it'll be crazy if he beat Gunther. And then Gunther got to win this Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So that can be a two thing. But yeah. I like putting Damien over. Because if you would have put Drew McIntyre over and he won, it would have been that moment. But where we go from there? Now you got him versus CM Punk. Seth is coming back. Now it's like you still got to do Seth and CM Punk. You know? Now, they could have did it where, all right, CM Punk win the title. Now it's Seth and all that. But I think the better story to write was have Drew, because Drew and CM Punk had this thing going for 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe a week after CM Punk came back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a while. And the fact that they were able to continue their rivalry while not even touching each other. Like, they only had 3 altercations. And it's like, we want to see this match because the story is that good. You know, Damien Priest, you got this thing with Seth. Like I said, his situation with the Judgment Day is still cooking. Finn Balor showed a little bit more of, you better watch your back, we on your ass. You know, I like what he said about that Money in the Bank situation. You know, he won't be the guy to qualify because Jey Uso took that. So sorry, man.
Yeah.
They might have a situation where it's like, all right, the last spot battle royal or some shit like that. You know how they do, man. But I think that was the right call, man. WWE made the right call. I think having it go the other way, you're only looking at the moment and not long term. This is the best situation for long term, in my opinion, man.
Sure.
We was talking about Money in the Bank. Now let's get into it real quick. We're gonna talk about men's and women. The candidates to win. Who do you think is gonna win? We got how many qualifiers we got so far? Just Jey Uso and Io Sky.
Yeah, that's it so far. But there's still a lot more matches we had before then. You know, there's still LA Knight, him having a qualifying match, and he's one of the top picks. A lot of people think he should have won last year. And let's see. I see there's a few names thrown around like, oh, maybe Carmelo Hayes will qualify. Now, if he qualifies, that'll be interesting because I've never seen him in a high-profile ladder match like that. So that'll be a good one on the SmackDown side. Now, as far as Raw, let's see.
Carmelo with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. I was told he's advanced, man. I don't think. I think you can throw him into the fire. I think he's really a first round pick type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he seems like the kind of guy who the Money in the Bank contract would work for. Like, I don't think it'll work for a guy like Gunther because Gunther's not the kind of guy who would cash in that Money in the Bank. Nah, he seems like the guy, a rough and tough old school guy who would rather just challenge you straight up. But yeah,
it makes more sense for Gunther to win like a Royal Rumble or just like an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, King of the Ring, so he's already got a title shot lined up.
Oh yeah, right. Damn, I low-key forgot about that. Where's Nia Jax? Yeah. Oh yeah. Her and Tiffany got a thing going on. I like that little buddy thing. It seemed like Tiffany got demoted since that situation, but having her with Nia, I like that. But yeah, man. So all right, so that's that. Yeah, I think for the guys, to me, Carmelo's my favorite. Unless Finn got an opportunity to get back in there, Carmelo's my favorite. Jey Uso getting the Money in the Bank. It's like
it's too predictable.
That's like it's predictable, and I don't want to say it's discrediting his work because it's like the Money in the Bank should go to someone that needs luck.
Exactly.
And like when Uso got it, he needed luck. Right.
Yeah.
Io didn't necessarily need luck, but it made sense because she just got on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, we got Bianca here. We need somebody that's going to beat Bianca, when the time is right and whatnot.
Exactly.
Because it was. Hold on, wait a minute. She cashed in when it was Bianca and Becky.
She cashed in on Bianca. Because guess what? Bianca had just won the title back from Becky, and then she cashed in. Remember?
Right. Okay, yeah. See, like that right there, like, because Bianca's one of them people, as is a Roman Reigns. You cash in on them, you might get your ass whooped. This don't matter what type of match they had, or Gunther. You cash in on a Gunther, it's like, yeah, you might get your ass whooped still.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I got Carmelo Hayes. If I had to fill out the rest, let me hold on. This is kind of weird, right? Because when people was declaring for the Money in the Bank, I didn't know they had to qualify.
Yeah, there was qualifying matches.
It wasn't until these matches that was announced, the first set of them, where I was like, wait a minute, they got matches?
Yeah, they got qualifying matches.
So what's the whole point of saying I qualify for Money in the Bank? I didn't understand that, unless it was something I was missing in the verbiage. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, I probably just thought they was just going to be in the match. It's like how they put their hat in the ring for the Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
For the women, I feel like it's Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton.
I feel like it's Tiffany.
I mean, you kind of got to go with Tiffany. Either that or Lyra Valkyria. She's one of the top candidates as well. And the thing is, Valkyria is so over right now, I can actually see her winning the Money in the Bank. But of course, the Money in the Bank is kind of like a heel thing because it's an opportunistic cash-in kind of thing. So, it makes the most sense to put it on Tiffany Stratton. But I wouldn't mind seeing Lyra Valkyria win it. Because the Money in the Bank is used to build new stars, to put new guys and new women in the main event. So those are my top two picks. Either Lyra Valkyria, if she qualifies, or Tiffany Stratton, which makes the most sense.
Also, Lyra makes sense in a way. I don't think it makes sense more than Tiffany. I think, Tiffany, whatever her thing is, she's still nice in the ring, and she's still nice when it's come to talking. You know,
exactly.
Whatever happened, it happened. You feel me? Granted, it's fucked up because it's Juneteenth. We talking about this. You know, shout out to everybody. You know, happy Juneteenth to you. Happy Juneteenth to you, brother, man. You feel me? Happy Juneteenth to me. You know, like I was celebrating Juneteenth when, you feel me, I had to sling bean pies. You feel me? So shout out to my JD, man. But look, shout out to Trav too. We had to sling them things, man. But look, yeah, I think both matches is gonna be dope. It don't matter who they put in it. I think their ability to put these ladder matches together recently, and there's been a lot of ladder matches lately, you know, within the last calendar year.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot. So it's a lot of spots that you can do. You know what type of people you can have in there. You feel me? But yeah, if I had to pick my winners, I got Carmelo and Tiffany. My runner-ups will be Finn, like I said, if he has a chance to qualify again, because that makes that whole Judgment Day situation makes it
it's getting shaky.
Yeah, if he wins. For the women, Tiffany, and number 2, I won't be mad if Io wins it again. You know, and Io. But if I'm trying to think, man, if it's somebody I want to put over Io right now, because I don't want to say back to back, but it's like Io. I feel like sometimes she can get lost, but it's like she shouldn't be getting lost at all. Like, granted, we're going through a transition with damage control because she said, "Yo, either y'all change or I'm gonna change y'all, or I'm gonna change damage control." I guess they just waiting on Oscar. It depends on how long Oscar's gonna be out for.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, I don't know who will be second place. I think Io is. I'm gonna sit with that. With Io being my second one. And who will your runner-ups be, men and women?
I said for my number 1 pick is Tiffany Stratton. The second one is Lyra Valkyria if she qualifies, which I think she will.
Oh yeah, Lyra. Right. Yeah, Lyra. Yeah, I can go with Lyra, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad though.
Yeah, she's over right now, and I wouldn't be mad. So yeah. But I think as far as she goes, they need to do something with her quick. They need to strike while the iron is hot with her, because guess what? This women's division is heating up. Look at all the stars we got. You know, we got Liv Morgan and her revenge tour. We got we got Rhea Ripley returning at SummerSlam possibly. We got the Jade and Bianca situation. We got Nia Jax being the queen of the ring. The women's division is hotter than it's ever been. So if they're gonna do something with her, they need to do it quick.
That's a fact. And you just spoke about something, and that we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Enough of this. Enough of that. We was talking about Judgment Day breaking up at some point. But we gotta talk about this. All right, my bad. A little technical difficulty, man. I'm back in here though. But between Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor for that match. For real. Like, did Finn But go ahead, bro. You get your thoughts off. I gotta fix this thing real quick. I'll be right back. But get your thoughts off on that.
All right. So my thoughts on the Judgment Day possibly imploding. Now, me personally, I think that they should stay together for at least, I don't know, maybe they should end the calendar year together, then maybe break up at the Royal Rumble, because there's so many things in the Judgment Day going on right now. I mean, JD McDonough and Finn, you know, They lost the titles to the Awesome Truth. Finn Balor, he's made it obvious that if he wins the Money in the Bank or the first opportunity he gets, he's probably going to snake El Campeon, Damien Priest, if he gets the opportunity. Damien is getting into it with Seth Rollins right now. And he said he's made it very, very clear. He's like, well, look, I don't need you guys to help me. I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. If anything, you guys need me more than I need you. And that's causing a rift in the Judgment Day. And then last but not least, you got Liv Morgan trying to drive a wedge between Dominic and Rhea Ripley. And man, oh man, I'm going to tell you, if you thought the pop for Seth Rollins was hot when he came back, that Rhea Ripley return pack of pop is going to be explosive. That is going to tear the whole damn roof down. I'm going to tell y'all. But yeah, the Judgment Day right now is looking sticky. And the thing is, with the direction, with everything going on in the Judgment Day, it makes you invested in it. And I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like the fact, hey, man, I like the fact that we getting a little, you feel me, a little extra when it comes to the Liv and Dom situation, man. Because you gotta think
the Liv and Dom situation, man. Because you gotta think.
Hold on, I gotta fix this. Dre, I'll be back, Dre.
But yeah, man, the Liv and Dom situation, like I said, you can't script it any better. And you gotta wonder, is Dom, the thing is, Dom, he's got his head on straight. And I actually was going to make a TikTok video regarding this, because, we've seen Liv kiss Dom on the mouth, but Dom didn't exactly resist. He was just more in shock. He was like, what the hell is this woman doing? And we know how Dom and Rhea's kayfabe relationship is. And that only makes you wonder how Rhea is going to react once she comes back. Is she going to be pissed at Dom? Is she just going to go straight for Rhea's throat? Is she going to go straight for Liv Morgan's throat? And Rhea is pretty much the glue that holds Judgment Day together. And we see that without Rhea, the Judgment Day is pretty much imploding. They can't really, they're unstable without her. Sure, they can function. Sure they can win matches, but they don't function the same way as they did when Rhea's presence was around. So, when Rhea returns, what's going to be her number one priority? Is it going to be that title? Is it going to be getting the Judgment Day back on track? Or is she just going to spend her whole time just trying to rip Liv Morgan's head off? And what's going to happen with her and Dom's relationship? Is it going to be rocky, or is it going to be, I can't trust you with you not around? And then it could be a situation like, well, I wasn't kissing her, she was kissing me. And the Judgment Day, God bless them, they're doing their best to try to keep Dom level-headed, because they know that Liv Morgan is a they know how she's reacting to him. So it's like Liv Morgan is like, well, I'm going to tear you apart. And I think the storyline between them so much, it isn't so much that she really likes Dom. It's that she just wants to piss Rhea Ripley off. And guess what? It's working. She's getting under all. The thing is, with the way Liv Morgan is carrying this, it's getting under Rhea Ripley's skin. And we see what effect it's having on the whole entire Judgment Day. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think about that. Now, as far as who would be the first one to split from the Judgment Day, or who's the most likely one to split first? Therein lies the question. I just think that it's going to be if anybody were to split first, I think it would be Finn Balor. It would make the most sense, because Finn Balor, he has a case to be one of the top guys, because he was super over when he was the Demon. Finn Balor, he had a hell of a career in NXT, and he's the only guy who held the Universal title for a day and then had to give it up because of injury. So if anybody were to break off from the Judgment Day first, it would be him. But yeah, that's my whole thoughts on that, on the whole Judgment Day implosion.
True. My whole thoughts on the situation. Do you hear echo?
No, you're good.
All right. Yeah. So the whole situation, I love it, man. Getting some stuff for the it's a classic case of, man, sometimes when you play, man, you get caught up in situations. But it is also playing. It is also playing. The way that Liv told El Capitán, you feel me? The way she told him, I think he's very into us. You know? I don't know, man. El Capitán and Rhea Ripley might be on the other side of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, there could be a civil war within the Judgment Day.
Might be the face. They might come out the side faces.
Yeah, you can have JD, Finn, and Dom on one side, and you can have Rhea and El Campeón, Damien Priest on the other side. Judgment Day Civil War. I like it.
Liv is going to be there with Dom too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to get some more people. Even though Campeón, he should be able to beat all three of them. Man.
Oh, yeah.
But the numbers game is the numbers game. You never know, man. You never know. But yeah, that whole situation. That's where the hot. It was crazy because as hot as that situation is, it's not the hottest program going on right now.
Oh no.
We still ain't talking about Chad Gable in the Alpha Academy, noticing them packing their bags and leaving. You know what I'm saying? We still ain't talking about the most recent stuff. Uncle Howdy's return. The floor is yours. How did you feel about that return?
I had so many emotions. Like, you know, I was marking out on the outside, and inside I was shedding a tear. But despite all that, this is the question everybody's got in their mind: is what do they do with the Wyatt Six? What motivation do they have for coming out now? Are they going to be a heel group? Are they going to just terrorize the WWE just all together? Or do they have a specific target? I think that they might target the Alpha Academy, since I think that Chad Gable's run might be his run going up against Sami Zayn for the IC title. I think that's been put to bed and put on the back burner for now. But yeah, I think there's a feud between Alpha Academy and the Wyatt Six to be explored.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a heat, man. It's gonna be one of those, man. And I think that's when either Otis and them come back. Well, that depends, because they might not even be attacking. He might just be one of many. You know, even though I read somewhere that all that was kind of calculated. You know, based off of QR codes and whatnot. These are the people they're targeting, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I did like it because I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was talking about like Bray Wyatt wasn't one of my favorites. You know, I respected his work, but you know, I did like the Firefly stuff.
I love those segments.
But just like all his, like everything, his shtick is like, okay, you know, it's good. It is good stuff, but it's not. I don't get excited over it. Right? I got excited last night. Well, not last night. Monday night when they popped up. The way they put that thing together,
beautiful, a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is real. This is dope. This is dope. I'm definitely invested into what happens next week. Or SmackDown. You don't know. He might pull up on SmackDown.
Oh yeah. My eyes are peeled for that, just in case they do. Yeah. Like I said, because I think like I said, I think a smart move for them would be to be just terrorizing the whole WWE locker room.
Yeah.
And not just having a target.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy they do all that and just disappear.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. What happened to the it never happened? That'd be crazy if they play like it never happened. What never happened? Like, what if that happened one day? Chad Gable comes back and they like, yo, what happened tonight? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like everyone knows but the people that got attacked.
Exactly.
That would be crazy.
That's a good idea.
That would be crazy. All right, man. The topic that y'all here for, the topic that y'all came here for today, man. Undertaker, you've seen it. We spoke about it a little bit in the podcast. All got it. But you know, you was talking about how Cody can possibly be like a bigger heel than a babyface. That got me thinking. Cody is so over. But I think his over can be flipped easily.
Yeah.
Right? And it can be Cody's doing. Cody can attack Jay, attack one of these over guys that he's Sammy. And he started talking like you know, just talking down. And you know that we're getting the babyface moment.
Yes.
What if we did? Not this year, but after Cody and Rock, after Rock and Roman, whenever they do that, after that stuff is over, you get babyface Roman versus heel Cody. SummerSlam. WrestleMania. That would be crazy.
Yeah, you got to set it up the right way.
Cody's attacking his family members, the ones that, you know, because eventually at this point they all made up. You know, it's like Cody's taking them all out one by one. It's like, yo, I don't know. It's something for me to think of that right now. I know there's something in that. I know it's something in that, man. But minus that aside, just Cody the individual. Do you feel like him being a babyface is his peak, or do you think his peak would be if he becomes a heel? He'll reach his peak.
The thing is, I think that his peak would be a babyface, but I feel like you could do a lot more with him as a heel. There's a lot more, because there's a lot of guys who are just as over, if not more over, than Cody. But peep this. Do you know the perfect WWE superstar who would be the perfect one to kickstart his heel turn would be?
Who?
Randy Orton.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, that shot. What's the name? Staring down the title.
Because think about it. When he had that title, Randy Orton was staring at it. And they have history with the legacy. So in Randy Orton, he came back a few months ago. And and the thing is, I would say Randy Orton is probably top 10 guys who are the most over right now. Randy Orton, face, heel, whatever. I mean, he's already a legend, so it doesn't really matter. And he's not necessarily a guy who would need the title. But guess what? In the coming months, or maybe in like sometime before WrestleMania, I could see Randy Orton getting the #1 contender shot and then him getting a title shot. Right. And then guess what? In that match, Randy Orton loses, but he doesn't lose clean. And then after Cody holds up the title, the whole crowd is either quiet, shocked, or saying like, "Wait a minute, what the hell just happened?" Like Cody won, but it was a dirty finish. He beat his friend dirty, and then that's when you slowly start to see the heel turn. And then right when he said something, he says, "Okay, the fans want to turn their back on me. Fine, I'm going to turn my back on the fans." And boom, that's the kickstart to Randy Orton. I mean, that's the kickstart to Cody Rhodes' heel turn. That's how I would book it.
Who's going to save us from this Renaissance era?
Yeah.
The tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Or somebody else, man. You know,
because like I said, go ahead.
Granted, he won't be a babyface. I don't know, man. I was trying to sneak this guy into Cody's story. His turn story, but I forgot. We had to talk about Braun Breaker.
Oh, yes. Because Braun Breaker has made a case.
No, scratch that. Let's finish Cody, and then we're going to finish the show with Braun Breaker and what he's been doing. But Cody being the heel, I think that can be his peak, where he can reach his peak. But I think Cody as a babyface is working.
Yeah, because like I said, I said it again. I said it before. I'll say it again. You can be a heel and still be over. It's just that it's got to be done the right way.
Right.
I mean, look at MJF in AEW. He's a heel, but he's one of the most over guys in the company over there in AEW. Let's see, who's another?
I don't even watch like that. That's definitely the name I hear often.
Yeah, and another guy. Let's see. Let's talk WWE then. Who's a heel, but everybody seems to like that guy? Braun Breaker. He's a heel that's over right now. Gunther. He's a heel that's over right now. Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo is a heel, but he's over right now. And I know the thing. There either one or two heels can get over. Either these slick mouth, cocky kind of heels who play dirty, dirty playing the game kind of thing, a la Ric Flair, or these unstoppable monster break your neck kind of heels. Those are the two heels, like Brock Lesnar in the last few years. Those are the two heels, the two types of heels that can get over.
And Braun Breaker. Because Braun Breaker. That man. The athletic ability. I literally haven't seen someone that athletic since Brock.
Exactly.
Back when Brock was going that Braun Breaker might be more athletic.
Yeah.
That's crazy to say.
His speed is ridiculous.
I like the timing of him following Kaiser. Because Kaiser was about to do some extra stuff to Shane. What's name went around? Caught him, hit him with a spear, and knocked Kaiser's soul out of his body. And prior to all that, did you see Sami Zayn's reaction when Braun Breaker was saying he wants the title?
Yeah.
Sami deserved props. Like, seriously, he deserved props on how he reacted to that. It made Braun Breaker seem like
Yeah. And it's like in the way he sold, it's like I already slayed one beast, Gunther. Now I got a whole new beast coming up, Braun. And Sami Zayn, nobody plays the underdog role better than Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn, he's like everybody said it. He's not a guy who looks like a professional wrestler. Like he looks like a guy who would just have a regular job. But he's going up against these giants, beating these guys. So what better way than to have a feud with him and Braun?
Heck yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that. WWE's in a good place right now, man. And
They
shout out to
cooking.
NXT, they cooking as well. I like the stories down there, man. Each week, I'm looking at Trick Williams and saying, yo, one of these weeks you gotta show me another level.
Yeah. That your main roster material. Yeah.
But I feel like he's right there. It's like main roster's here. Trick is like right here.
He's bumping his head on the ceiling.
Yeah, he's hitting his head on the ceiling, but it's like something. He's clean up certain stuff. And I don't know. I feel like he's on that path, man. We'll get there some point. I ain't gonna trip. Roll of Vice, one of my favorites, man. Jade Parker, one of my favorites. I like these stories that they go on each other. I like Roxanne Perez. I like a lot of people in NXT, man. Like the future is gold. Future is gold, man. Then you got DX running the thing, you know. Once they get from NXT and go to the main roster, it's not gonna be a crazy changing in character or whatnot, man. I love it, man. I love it, man. This is definitely dope. We're regularly doing shows on the Saturdays, you feel me? It's been a minute, so we had a pop up, man. WWG. I might have to change the verbiage. I might have to say WWG. Episode 10. I can't do it. But hey, look, Dread, always a pleasure, man. You already know what it is, man. Let the people know. Contact you.
YouTube.com/TheDreadMan, TikTok.com/TheDreadMan540, and on Twitter, follow me at DreadManJ. As always, my boy Kev Veezy. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you having me on the show. It's good to get back at this again. We cooked tonight.
Yes, sir, man. And we got some news. Man. It's gonna happen. Something else gonna happen. Something a little different gonna happen with the show. Y'all gonna see in due time, man. But it's WWG episode 10. We out here, man.
Peace.